With Mitch Marner officially a Vegas Golden Knight, the Toronto Maple Leafs have entered an aggressive new phase of roster construction. General Manager Brad Treliving is not merely patching a hole. He is actively exploring a fundamental teardown of the team's core, with reports indicating that foundation defenseman Morgan Rielly, recent acquisition Brandon Carlo, and former fan favorite Nazem Kadri are all central to ongoing trade discussions. The inclusion of Morgan Rielly's name has sent shockwaves through the fan base. As one of the longest tenured players and a pillar of the blue line, Rielly has been considered a core piece for years. However, his $7.5 million cap hit and full no-move clause represent both a significant asset and a major hurdle. Management is reportedly gauging whether Rielly would consider waiving his clause, a move that could free up immense financial flexibility and potentially allow the Leafs to pursue a different style of offensive defenseman to reshape their back end. Equally surprising is the emergence of Brandon Carlo in trade talks, given he was only recently brought in to solidify Toronto's defense. His value, however, is precisely why he is being discussed. As a 6 feet 6 inches shutdown defenseman with a team-friendly contract and elite penalty-killing skills, Carlo is a type of high-value asset that could be the centerpiece in a trade to acquire a top 6 forward, the most pressing need following Marner's departure. Moving him would be a clear signal that Treliving is prioritizing offensive firepower above all else. Meanwhile, the persistent rumors of a reunion with Nazem Kadri continue to swirl, fueled by conflicting reports. While some insiders suggest the Calgary Flames are reluctant to move him, a growing belief is that a substantial offer could change their minds. Critically, Kadri, who spent a decade in Toronto, is reportedly open to waiving his no-trade clause for a return to the Maple Leafs. His championship experience and gritty, two-way style are exactly what many feel the current core lacks, making him a tantalizing if complex target. Ultimately, these discussions paint a clear picture of Brad Treliving's strategy. He is committed to transforming the Leafs into a more balanced and resilient team, and he is operating without sentiment or attachment to past loyalties. While no trade is imminent, the willingness to explore moving players like Rielly and Carlo, coupled with the pursuit of a figure like Kadri, signals that the organization is in the midst of its most significant potential overhaul in years. With an eye on cap flexibility and offensive upgrades, no name appears to be off the table. Is a Nazem Kadri reunion in Toronto inevitable? Treliving's comments fuel speculation. In the world of NHL trade rumors, some stories just refuse to die. The potential reunion of Nazem Kadri and the Toronto Maple Leafs is one of them, a narrative that gains new life with every passing week. Now, past comments from Leafs general manager Brad Treliving have resurfaced, pouring gasoline on a fire that many fans hope will lead to a blockbuster trade. The speculation reached a new level thanks to powerful praise from Treliving himself. While he was GM in Calgary, he signed Kadri, and his admiration for the player is clear and direct. The one thing that stands out about Kadri is he loves the stage. Treliving has said, some people embrace it. Some people maybe shy away from it. This guy loves the stage. He's a relentless competitor. Treliving continued, the bright lights and the big stage. He relishes it. Some shrink. Some embrace it. He fully embraces it. He's a winner. He's got that attitude and that aura about him that he wants to play for keeps. These aren't just generic compliments. They are a diagnosis of exactly what many feel the Maple Leafs have been missing. Treliving's words paint a picture of a player who thrives under the immense pressure of a market like Toronto, a pressure that has seemingly crushed others. Kadri's fiery, competitive nature and his willingness to play with an aggressive edge are qualities the Leafs have been searching for to complement their high-end skill. For many Leafs fans, bringing Kadri back will be about more than just adding a top 6 forward. It would be about correcting a historic mistake. Watching Kadri lift the Stanley Cup with Colorado in 2022, after the Leafs traded him away in a deal they now deeply regret, was a painful reminder of what could have been. A reunion would be a chance to right that wrong. The on-ice fit is undeniable. Kadri, 34, is still producing at a high level, coming off a 67-point season with the Calgary Flames. Adding him will provide critical lineup flexibility, potentially shifting John Tavares to the wing and creating the deepest and arguably most aggressive forward group of the Austin Matthews era. But admiration doesn't guarantee a trade. The path to a reunion is filled with obstacles. The primary hurdle is the cost. Acquiring a player of Kadri's caliber will require a significant package of assets going back to Calgary. Furthermore, there's a dynamic of Treliving negotiating with his former team. While some speculate Calgary might be hesitant to deal with their former GM, business is business, and Treliving was the one who signed Kadri in Calgary in the first place. While nothing is concrete, and Treliving has not publicly stated he is actively pursuing a trade, the writing is on the wall. The admiration is there. The need is there. The narrative is compelling. The only question that remains is, what is the price? And is Brad Treliving willing to pay it to bring Nazem Kadri home?